Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question on the percentage of amount. We're going to look at working out 99% of 600 and we're going to write the answer in the box here, and this will give me 1 mark in the exam. So our key facts. We need to follow the following steps, but before we do that, we just need to understand what a percentage is. Now remember, a percentage is out of 100. On the grid here, you can see there are 100 squares because there are 10 going down and 10 across. So 10 times 10 gives me the 100. So this is a 100 square grid. Now 1% is one little square. So each square on this grid is equivalent to 1%. So often when we start off working things out, we work out 10%, which is basically 10 of these squares, which is one strip. So to find 10%, we're going to divide by 10 because the whole amount here, 100, to find 10%, we're going to divide it by 10, which gives me one strip. Now this question wants us to work out 99%, which is basically 99 little squares. So we've got to work out the value of 99 little squares when all the squares here are equivalent to 600. So to do that, we first of all find out 10%, which is one strip. We then multiply that by 9, which gives me 90%. So that gives me the whole of this area here for 90% in here. That gives me 90%. I then need to work out 1%, which is one little square. Now, if I've got 100 squares in total, to find one value of one square, if I take my whole amount and divide it by 100, that will give me 1%. Or you could take the answer you got for 10%, which was one strip, divide that by 10, that will also give you 1. So it's often easier to take the answer you've just worked out up here for step 1 and divide that by 10, that will give you 1%. So that's one of these squares. Once you've got one of these squares, then you're going to multiply by 9 because that will give you 9%. And then if you add your answer for 99%, to find 99%, you're going to add 90% plus 9% to work out how much 99% is. Or you could have found 1% and then multiplied your whole number by 99. There are different ways of doing it and it will always give you the same answer. Or because we're working out 99%, that's all of the squares but one square missing. So if we work out 1%, so find 10% and then find 1%, so divide by 10 and divide by 10 again, then to work out 99%, you could do 100%, which is all of it, take away one little square, which will give you 99%. It's personal preference as to which way you prefer to do it. And at this stage here, we're looking at non-calculator methods in order to find percentage of amount. There are a quick way to do it on the calculator as you do different methods. Press pause, have a go at working out the answer, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Fantastic, so 99% of 600. Hopefully you've got an answer and we're going to check whether you've done it correct. So we're going to first of all find 10%. So remember, 10% is one strip, that's 10 squares. The whole thing is equivalent to 600, so to find out what 10 squares is equivalent to is we're going to divide by 10. That will give me the value of one strip. So one strip is equivalent to 60, so this little section here is equivalent to 60. Now we want to work out 99%, so we're going to work out 90% next. So if I times 90% answer, which was 60, times it by 9, that is going to give me this whole area here. This is 90%. So 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 6 is 54. So this is equivalent to 54. Then I'm going to work out 1%. So 1% is one of these little squares. So I'm going to take the answer I got here for 10%, which is 60, and divide that by 10. Remember, when you divide by 10, all the digits move one place to the right. So that is 6. That is one little square up here is equivalent to 6. So the whole thing was 600. One square is 6. So 600 divided by 100 gives me 6. From here, I can now work out 9%. So 6 times 9, That gives me this strip here, 9%. So 6 times 9 is 54. And if I add my answer for 540, which is the pink area, plus the purple area, which was 9%, which is 54, that will give me the total answer of 594. So you've got 4 at the end, 5 plus 4 gives you the 9, and 5 at the front, 594. The alternative method is to use your 10% answer, your 1% answer. So we know 1% is this remaining square here is equivalent to 6. And we want to work out the pink and purple area. We know the whole thing is 600. So if I do 600 take away the 6, that is also 594, exactly the same answer. And we need to write that in the box. It doesn't matter which way you do it, it's personal preference. You can see by working out this one, doing the subtraction, it's actually much quicker, but it's being able to spot that our 99 is 100 take away 1. So think about which way works for you. Give yourself a big tick if you got this correct. Great work, well done. The mark scheme on this question shows the answers 594 for 1m, which is one method mark. Be careful when you're working out a percentage of amount, your answer is not a percentage, it is a number. So if they give you money, it's a monetary value. If it's just a number, it's a number. You cannot put a percentage at the end, otherwise you get the wrong answer. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. Remember, tell your friends. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.